Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Money Garden. Today we are continuing our journey of the 6 steps to financial independence. And today I'm going to cover with you guys step number 2, which is debt management. And oh my God, is that a big scary word? And it is. And unfortunately way too many Americans actually are in debt. On average, according to statistics, and of course these statistics they change from time to time, but according to the latest statistics, on average, approximately 85% of Americans carry a $15,000 unsecured debt or above, which I think that's staggering, and not even considering the mortgage and the student loans and all of that, just like credit card and loans and personal loans and things like that. So there is something, I read this quote somewhere and I really liked it, and I thought that I'm going to share this with you guys today because I believe it's appropriate with respect to, especially to that. And it says, what you owe owns you. So think about that, let that sink in. That's exactly what it is, I think, with that. We owe money, right? What is that? That means that we owe money to a credit card company, to a bank, even sometimes maybe friends and family, doesn't matter, but we owe, right? We owe. And what happens with it? It owns us. How every single one of us, when we have a lot of debt, don't you just feel like you're just like underneath a pile of rocks? It's like a mountain on your back, and it's like you just feel like you can't breathe, and you're like, oh my God, I just can't wait to like get out of that. It's just crippling in some cases, and it is. So be very careful. Always think about it. What you owe, it owns you. So who owns you? That's the question. What bank? What credit card company? Who owns you? It is so incredibly important if we really want to create the life we want. We want to create financial independence. And financial independence does not come without making sure that we get rid of our debt. So what I wanted to do today, really just high level, cover with you guys 3 steps how you can start taking control of your debt, meaning start taking control of taking your life back and slowly start paying off your debt. So here we go. First of all, number 1 is you have to confront it. I see it all the time. By the way, again, if you've seen some of my previous videos, you will know that every now and then I mention this, that everything I share with you guys, probably at one point or another, I experienced myself. So I'm not like sitting here up in an ivory tower, you know, talking down or you know, telling you guys something. This is stuff that I experienced in my life, and I know how it feels. And oftentimes when we have a lot of debt, like we don't even want to look at our bank account. We don't even want to open that envelope, right? When you see the statement coming from the credit card company and you know like it's just so much, like you're not even going to be able to make it or make your payment. How many times it happens? If you know, if this is you, then just know you're not alone. It happens to all of us that the mail comes in and you're like, I don't even want to look at it, right? And then sometimes it's just like one month to another before you know it, you know, weeks turn into months turn into years, and we never really confront it. And oftentimes we don't actually even know. And I see it again all the time with my clients when we sit down and say, let's just sit down, let's just write down everything, all your debt, and let's see where we're at with it. And a lot of times people don't know because, well, it's painful and we don't want to confront it. So step number 1, confront it. Confront your debt, meaning write it down, put it in an Excel file, use an app. I don't care how you do it, but make sure that you have a visual representation and you understand exactly, you know, how much you owe, what are your balances. You have to know your balances. You have to know what is your interest rate that you're paying, and then you have to know what is your minimum payment. So now when you have a clear picture of where you're at and where you're standing, now we can start figuring out, okay, what's next step? How are we going to step? How can we even possibly start to tackle this? And then number 2, obviously do your research on different options. There are so many different options out there, and one size doesn't fit all, right? So I just want to make sure that when you consider your options and whatever's out there, make sure that it's actually the right thing for you. Because you know, there's that America, there's that consolidation, there is that reduction, there is, well, you know, some people consider bankruptcy chapter, chapter 13, I think it is. So point is, consider all your options, educate yourself, inform yourself, and then you can really make a decision what might be the right thing for you. Don't just pick one thing because somebody says, hey, this was great and worked for me. Doesn't necessarily mean it might be the best thing for you. But if you're not going to educate yourself with all the other options for yourself, you're not going to be able to select what's the best thing for you or for your situation. Making best decisions is making informed decisions. The way we can do the best informed decision is get information, right? Be informed. So step number 2, do your research on your options. Talk to an expert, call somebody, sit down to get a consultation, and make sure that you get the best advice and best information for yourself. And then number 3, really take action. So once you figure that out and once you selected one or two or the best option for yourself, or sometimes it could be a combination of, please really start, take action. Not like next month and then, I'm going to get this other job next month and I'm going to have more money then, or I'm going to start getting child support, or something happens. Don't do that. Don't do that, because nothing ever changes unless something changes. So start today. Really start today, however small. Take action and start figuring out how can I make these payments, or what do I have to do, what's best for me, and put that wheel into rolling towards getting rid of your debt and just handling this problem and getting this monkey off your back, so to speak. So with that said, I'm going to wrap it up for today on debt management. These are the 3 steps that you can, or you want to actually really start doing right away to tackle your debt. Number 1, again, confront it. Understand what it is, how much you have, what interest rates you're paying, know the details on your debt. Number 2, do your research. Figure out what option might be best for you, because there's so many options out there. And then number 3, really take action. And once you selected the best option for you, then make sure you take action and start immediately. Don't wait. So hope that helps you guys. With that said, we're going to wrap it up for today, and that's all I have for you guys on debt management. Debt management is step number 2 in the 6 steps to financial independence. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment below, or if you have any questions, as always, I love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.